Hey, welcome to Living the Dream with MS. It is cooler weather. I've had a full week off of coaching football. My body's starting to relax and feel a little bit better. But it is November 1st. So we are moving in. My wife's going to kill me for saying this, but into the holiday season. So what am I going to talk about today? I'm going to talk about something, and I don't know how many people, I know a lot of people, but how many it applies to, but fighting the wheelchair. What does that mean? As I've talked about many times before, energy conservation is huge with people that have MS. So even those that are not wheelchair bound, a wheelchair is an important tool, but it's a tool that many people struggle with, myself included. What do I mean by that? I go Christmas shopping with my wife every year. We usually do one big trip, and we hit all, the malls, different stores, and everything else. So even if I'm walking okay, every year for the last, at least 10 years, we've made the decision that we take the wheelchair. And we take the wheelchair, and she pushes me in the wheelchair so that I can conserve energy and get through the day. Because tons and tons of walking through different stores, standing in lines, the hard concrete floors, I just couldn't do it, and I wouldn't be able to function the next day, or for several days I would pay for it. So that's something that I had to consider and kind of give into many years ago, is that when I'm going to do big, long excursions like that, I need to use the wheelchair. It's the same thing when we've gone to amusement parks, Disney, Six Flags, anything like that. I need to be in a wheelchair. Not because I can't walk, because I can walk. But if I walk miles and miles and miles around an amusement park or around a mall or something like that, that's using up so much of my energy that I'm going to pay for it later. So what's the big deal? The big deal is very psychological. I am an able-bodied person. I can still walk around. So the defeat, I guess is the word, that you have to accept to sit in that wheelchair is very traumatic. And not to mention the fact that when we're local, I don't like people seeing me in a wheelchair and wondering what they're thinking, and, things either, oh, I didn't know it got so bad, or sometimes worse for me is, oh, I just saw him walking yesterday. He's fine. He doesn't need that wheelchair. He's being lazy. Now, how many people actually think that when they see me is probably very low, but in the moment, it's something that's very tough to accept. So really, I just wanted to share that and share that emotional struggle and physical struggle that I experience, so that hopefully if it's something that you experience, you understand that you're not alone, and that it's something that I do know rationally I have to do to preserve my energy so that I'm able to function in other areas of my life, and that it's okay. And if you're somebody that sees somebody in a wheelchair, maybe not to pass judgment. Maybe if it's, regardless if it's me, quite frankly, at this point, I really feel like I'm getting to move past that. But whomever it is, if just because you saw them walking around one day and now they're in a wheelchair the next, doesn't mean they're lazy. Doesn't mean that they're, trying to cheat whatever system that you think it might be. But maybe it's just that they're trying to protect and conserve their energy so that they can be there and function the next day. That's all I wanted to share today. I'm actually doing very well right now. I feel good. This nice cold weather, which might drive some people crazy, feels good for me. And I'm going to keep living the dream with MS.